responsibilities. Help them reach their goals, become more independent, make lasting memories, and participate in fun activities. With competitive pay and available shifts during the day, evenings, weekends, and overnight, Chrysalis is flexible and can work with your schedule. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Gentlemen, welcome to tonight's main event.
Where's the Friday?
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious...
On this blessed Friday, let us give thanks.
So, another Friday is upon us.
G'day. Welcome to Widow Trio and Freedom. I'm Rob Birdsey. I just wanted to say g'day to you all and happy Saturday. I have a great guest today. If you want to, you can go on YouTube and look at Widowed, Trio, and Freedom. Widowed, I'm a widowed dad. Trio, I have 2 little boys. That makes us a trio. And Freedom, I talk to people to get the thoughts out of my mind and the thoughts out of theirs, and hopefully we can sort of come on a common ground and help each other get to it. You know, maybe it might help us get through some things. Anyway, I have Fernando Perez in the house, and this guy, he's actually got a debut fight coming up soon, real soon actually, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to bring him in and let you guys meet this guy. He's pretty cool. Fernando, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Hey, how was the lead up coming into this? This is the first time you've ever actually spoken in public, right?
Yeah, it's feeling the nerves right now, but I'm doing all right, I guess.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah,
like the butterflies inside.
Yeah.
It's it's a good thing, man. I think what you're trying to achieve, many people don't ever even get the chance to try. So yeah, you should be honored to do it, really.
Yeah, I feel pretty blessed.
Yeah, and I'm honored to have you in here. Hey, where did life start for you?
So my mom brought me to Utah, to Beaver, Utah, when I was like 6 months old. And just grew up in Beaver my whole life, and moved to Cedar when I was 20. Just got a job out here, and then just kind of, just planted my flag here, I guess.
Where were you born?
Chihuahua, Mexico.
So. Okay. Oh, okay. That's just across the border, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Is that where you guys were living before then, like your mom?
Well, my mom, she brought me over here when I was 6 months old, so I don't even...
You don't know the story before that?
No.
You should pick a brain, man.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, she like shows me like pictures of like her hometown and stuff, her home. And
where was her hometown, do you know?
Oh, shoot. Not very. I don't know.
Okay.
But like she shows me like pictures, and like they live like in like little mud hut house, and it was like what you would picture like Mexico back in the day, like in a farm and a ranch, bunch of cows and stuff. So yeah.
There's a lot of farming community down there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. They say, like, I've talked to a lot of people. I used to have a neighbor. He's from Mexico. Actually, he just moved back there, but he come up here to work to get the money and all that sort of jazz. Mm-hmm. But he put everything away, and then he's retired. Now he's moved back down there. He says it's a really good life if you have money. If you don't have money, it's a really hard life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably why she come up, huh?
Yeah. Like we have family members that like come out here to the U.S. and they're like, man, I want to go back to Mexico, and it's so much better and so much more freedom, and you don't have to deal with government bureaucracy and stuff, and it's fun.
Yeah. I suppose, I mean, that all that set aside, though, they don't deal with it, but they kind of do with the way they're getting treated too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why are they here?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, they should check themselves a little bit.
Yeah,
Just saying. There's a reason why they come up here for anyway, you know? What was your first memory growing up?
Going out to the farm with my dad. Like, I remember when I was little during the summer, he would take me out to farm and go change sprinklers and stuff, and that was always fun. Just out in the summer, go drink water from the sprinkler lines, and they told us not to do it, but we're alive, we're good.
No, it's like mineral rich, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those things. The reason why I asked you that question, it brings like a warmth, right? It's something you can't explain, but it's like it's attached to who you are at the core. Yeah. So you grew up with mum and dad in the house. Are they still together now?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Grew up with the pretty awesome parents, very supportive, very loving. So.
And that was in Beaver. What sports did you play as you were younger? What was the sort of turning points? What have you tried? What didn't you try? Or did you work at a young age? Or how did that all work out?
Played soccer when I was little, like the little league soccer, and I was pretty decent at it. Then like I got to middle school and then tried to play sports, but I wasn't very athletic at them, not very good at them. Pretty goofy kid growing up, you know. But yeah, I still tried them. Just soccer, and then I did a little bit of wrestling in middle school. Wasn't very good at it either. And then I kind of just quit. And I liked riding dirt bikes when I was little, so that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you, man. I love dirt bikes. I think it's such a nothing better than filling the gas tank up and then riding for hours and actually going through a big destination. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was fun. Like when I was like 13, 14, like I'll just get on my dirt bike and just hit out in the hills. I'd be gone for like 5-6 hours at a time. Like I'd come back, like my whole family would be worried. They're like, "Oh man, you wouldn't answer your phone. Oh, we couldn't, like, where you've been?" I'm like, "I've just been out in the hills, just, you know, riding dirt bikes."
Just enjoying it, eh? Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a first touch of freedom, especially like when you get your license, when you get your first car, you know, like to be able to do that. But at such a young age, to be able to ride, we used to ride dirt bikes around, like we grew up in the outer suburbs of the city type thing, but we had an XR75 Honda.
Oh, nice.
And I'd chuck my friends on. Sometimes it'd be like two on the back, and you know, we'd just ride every morning before school. Then we'd hide the bike in this where there was this place called Dunheved Road, and it was all like a scrubland in there. We'd work out where we could lay it down flat, cover it over with some trees, no one would see it, and then we'd go to school, come out, and then we'd jump back on it, and off we'd go ride in the afternoon again, you know, like without anyone really noticing. I'm pretty sure I'd get in trouble if anyone had found out about it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you just do that because it's like a freedom. You can go anywhere real quick, and dirt bikes take you anywhere, you know.
Oh yeah, just go get lost down the hills and the mountains, and it was fun. We pissed off a lot of neighbors and stuff too. Yeah. Neighbors didn't really like us, but
I think that's a given in a sense for sure.
Just a bunch of young punks, you know.
So, so I take it that your parents worked on farms and things. So they had a bit of a hard life by the sounds of it, right?
Yeah, it was a tough life for them, especially for my mom. She was an orphan when she was 14. So at the age of 14, she just had to work like 2-3 jobs to survive, and
life put a smackdown on her.
Oh yeah, and yeah, she's a tough lady, and yeah.
So did you look at their life and look at the trajectory of what you were doing and things like that, like being in school? I'm sure they're looking at you like they're giving you every possibility to not do what they've done, right? It's a funny thing about that, and looking at it's kind of like me looking at my kids too. You know what I mean? Like I really didn't have many people to give me good influence on where I was heading. But now I'm training them in everything I possibly can, and I'm educating them as much as I can. And with my education, I also say, guys, you can watch what I do, but don't do what I do. Because what I'm doing, it's not fun. You know what I mean? Like I'm grinding out so many things. Like I do tile work. I do deliveries. I do so many things, just trying to put my life together and try and make it better for them. When I'm doing tile work, though, I'm never available to be home, so I've sort of edged away from that. I do the delivery thing because I can bring them with me, but even that kind of blows, you know what I mean? They got to be stuck in a car for so long with me while I'm taking my little wagon around the place, you know, delivering packages. So I'm sure that they wrapped up their message with things like that too. Did you notice that through growing up with them?
Yeah, mostly is just kind of like they gave me the life that they didn't have. Like I was so spoiled when I was young, like anything I wanted, they just, here you go, you know. Like I I remember when I was like probably like 10, 12, I was like, man, I want to be a cowboy. I want to saddle bronc. And then like literally like a month later, my dad shows up with like a couple ponies. I'm like, dang, thanks, Dad. Wow. Like that's like the kind of childhood I had. Like anything I wanted, I had it.
Sounds like they were living the American dream in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. Really. I mean, it's. I mean, that must be so super rewarding for them too. You know. Mm-hmm. As you were coming out of school, what were your first? What was your thoughts about coming out of school? You know, obviously you could go to university if you want because you're in America, or whatever else. Like, how does that wrap up for you now? Like, what was going through your head? Where did you want to be? What were you thinking? Because what route did you take? I'm sure that's kind of confusing when you're trying to work it out, right?
Yeah. I mean, in high school, like, I kind of just always said, I was like, I'm just going to go be a welder, you know, because, like people would always say, like, oh, welders make good money, you know. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just go do that. And I kind of just did it, you know. I went to Southwest, tried to get my certificate there, but I feel like I wasn't really meant to like do school because like I'll just go there and then I'll go sit in my booth and then I'll just take a nap till class was over. I'm like, man, I'm just wasting my time. So I just went and applied for a job and got the job, and 7 years later, here we are, still doing the same thing.
So you're 27 now, right?
Yeah.
Right. So literally, so you were 20s. What did you work before then? What sort of jobs did you have?
Yeah, so I graduated high school and I kind of just had a buddy that let me go do concrete with him for a while, just out at the pig barns. And
that's hard work, man.
That's like the most brutal job I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And it was like out in Milford, like out in the desert, like no trees, nothing, just straight heat. So it was better pack your water and your lunch. So
yeah. And then straighten your back up, and you always bend over. I've done so much concrete work, man.
Yeah, you see all those concrete boys, they just like got the little hunch going on.
Yeah, my heart goes out to them, man. That's hard work. That's so hard. And half the time, you know, especially if you're doing like a floor in a basement, and you already the walls are up, and you poured the floor down. Man, you try to hit all the edges as best you can, and sometimes you get there and it's already dried out, and you're sweating, and you're just shaking your head on it. You're just like rubbing it in and trying to work up a swell. It's like that's the hardest job I've ever done, and I've done so much of it. Like many times, I'd be just going into it because it's great money. Yeah, but the problem with great money is you're gonna work your butt off.
Yeah.
It
just I feel like that job like motivated me. It was like, man, you better like figure something out, or else like there's gonna be your life just doing concrete.
So that taught you something then, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do concrete.
Pull that mic to you a little bit. You can get there you go. That's interesting. I mean, becoming a welder, there's a lot of math involved and angles and also, I mean, especially a lot of angles, right? You got to be pretty smart with what you do. Was that easy for you, or is that something you picked up along the way?
I feel like I'm more of like I learn through repetition. Like the more I do it, it just gets ingrained in my head.
Sure.
So yeah, it was a struggle, but best advice I ever got was like the simpler you keep it, the better. Like, you know, try not to like make it more complicated than it is.
Right. Are you guys doing custom work? You're at BZI, is that right? Just down the road here, Airport Road or whatever?
BZI Steel down on Airport Road.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah. Shout out.
No, it's a great company, but I don't. Is it like I worked as a grinder for welders when I was a kid, right? At my dad's work, they build maintenance trains, so we'd have a big plasma cutter that would cut all the bits out, and I'd grind off all the edges and basically prep it for you. You know what I mean? And then it would go from my bay. I would take them to the next guys, and then they would, they'd have the big beams and things like that, and they would. I don't know if it was more them trying to work stuff out. It was just them cutting, not so much cutting, but just straight welding. So they already had the plans. This goes there, they put it there, and they weld it in. Or if it's the real big stuff, they'd have those, the robots that would come through and then just lay down a bead and run that like 8 times through or whatever. Real big stuff. Is that what you're sort of doing? Is it like prefab sort of, and you're just putting it together?
So we just like fab stuff up in the shop for like big old like buildings and stuff, like beams, columns, sometimes railing. It just depends. Like
Right.
big old warehouses for like Amazon and stuff like that. We just
So
build
do
a
you-
steel structure stuff.
Cool. Do you get to play, or is it more along lines of like setting up those welding machines that come through and lay those big beads down, or is it all you doing all the finicky stuff? Where are you at with your journey?
So we just fit them up and just do big old welds and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Yeah, because sometimes people don't understand. You don't just lay one weld down. You're laying like 8, 9 levels depending on what
yeah,
you're up against.
big old welds, big old like 1.5-inch welds sometimes,
Wow.
3/4 welds, like probably like some of the biggest welds we've made are like they're like 3 feet long, like 3/4 thick welds. Like
How many
heavy.
times did you hit it?
A weld like that probably takes like 20-30 minutes to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just laying that whole weld in one hit?
Oh
Or
no. So we just weld, chip the slag, clean it up.
So stick.
Yeah. No, not steak. It's MIG
You
welded.
MIG,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're laying beads down.
Yeah, laying a bunch of beads.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I probably
Yeah.
said it the wrong way. No, that's hard work. You know, it's something that it's very specific, because you can't just lay a fat weld down. You'd be
Mm-hmm.
going back and forth, and it wouldn't really be as strong as you can with laying a bead down in one hit, right? So
Yeah.
a bead's usually like what, 3/8, 1/4 inch, something like
Yeah.
that.
Dang,
Yeah.
you know your welds.
I do,
Yeah.
man. I've done a
Dang.
lot of welding actually.
Nice.
I love welding. I think it's an art to it. It's not easy to do, and I'm nowhere near as probably good as like what yourself is, but I understand the principle of it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love racing cars, and there's you always got to weld something in a racing car. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
always trying to move something to put something here or there, or take heat out of it, and different
yeah.
types of steel and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make sure you don't get one spot too hot, or else it's gonna
Yeah.
warp. Or
Yeah.
it's an art to it for sure.
Yeah. We met a guy. I was just traveling with my kids, and we met this guy in Las Vegas airport. Actually, he was traveling to a different place, but he's from Seattle. And my kids and him, they just like Jack's really intense. He's into that sort of stuff, right? So this guy is teaching us about steel. He teaches it now. He's a boilermaker, and he used to, I think he did welding underwater and all sorts of stuff. No, pipe welding is what he did, and it's really specific for pipe welding. You can't blow holes. You got to do certain things, and everything gets X-rayed. You know what I mean? Like a
The
hole.
UT, yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's really cool. But it was fun to see, and some of the education that he gave to us. I didn't even know. He goes, like, I knew the steel that I bought. I didn't understand why I'd buy that steel for the race car stuff. And he literally explained it and how it shields heat differently to softer metals. And yeah, it was really cool, actually.
Yeah.
So you learn all that stuff?
Well, yeah, some of it. I still got a bunch to learn, but yeah.
Well, I mean, learning on the job is it's something else about that too, right?
Yeah.
You know, yeah. It's kind of like you backdoored yourself into it. However, you've paid your dues and you're there for a long time, and that's what you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you'll have a job for life if you ever wanted to stay there, right?
Yeah, hopefully AI don't take my job. So,
yeah. AI,
Yeah.
man. I tell you, robots is what you should be watching out for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about AI. AI is more of a think bot. Robots are already there, welding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have any robots there?
No, but
Not yet.
So we did have probably a month ago, some salespeople were brought in some cool VR goggles where you scan the QR code or something like that, and
Does it
then
have a program written?
you just look down the beam and it just has it laid out for you already on the VR, so you just go set the iron and tack it up instead of pulling out the tape measure and laying it out yourself. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Wow. I wonder how accurate that is. Was it dead on?
I didn't get to try it out, but bunch of people said it was pretty amazing.
Pretty
stuff.
on point.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think they could do the same. But are you guys doing the same stuff over and over? It's all different, right?
I bet 80% of it's pretty cookie cutter stuff, just same stuff over and over again.
That's a robot job.
Yeah.
That's a robot job. Because when you get to the finicky end, trying to piece things together, that's where it might get a little... Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we're all in trouble with this AI and robots. Yeah. And the robot technology is crazy amazing. I used to work for Tesla. And the fact that that was in 2017, and the robots that they had then were amazing, and now they're just crazy out of here. Yeah, they were building chassis all aluminum, and putting them together and welding them up. Now they have an injection mold that, like, the thing is, oh man, it's bigger than the whole room out there. You know what I mean? Like it's from Italy. This machine, and they inject liquid aluminum into this thing, and they press it all together. And now they that's how they build their chassis now. Dang. Which is crazy. Like, all in one hit, there's a car. You know what I mean? And then they attach panels and things to it, but the main hub for it. At first, they were doing them in smaller hunks and bringing them together, and then you'd have to weld them up. And then it's all robots. Yeah, all robots.
It's pretty gnarly.
It's crazy.
I've seen, like, the videos, and it's like the production line. I'm like, dang, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, just big old robots, just big old line of like cars being built.
Yeah, walking through their factories is fun because it's so clean. Everything's white. It looks gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of fun to be there to see everything working, and then just these robots, and they just do not stop 24/7. They're going.
And you don't have to pay them a salary.
I know at the time they were working on the line for the Model 3, and they had a lot of downtime trying to perfect it. So there's a lot of programming involved, and a lot of things kept breaking down. And that was like on the cutting edge of how they were starting to change from their lines being the way they were before and now. And now I know I'm sure it's all different.
Yeah, I feel like it's just gonna bring like another like certain type of jobs. Like you're not gonna be the person like building the cars, but you're gonna be like the person like making sure the robots like
you'll be in between writing code and understanding what it needs to do, so you'll be like a maintenance code guy.
Yeah.
Or like if you were to stay into a job like yours, I mean, I don't know, we're tangent right here, it's fun, but I would say the more you learn your math and the more you learn finicky things, I think there's always going to be a place for welders to do that. Especially, have you ever looked into underwater welding and stuff like that down on the oil fields?
I've looked a little bit into it, but it's brutal.
It's totally brutal.
I hear that like the lifespan for like underwater welders isn't very much. It's very good.
Yeah, unless you're really good at it, and then you get the bends and all sorts of stuff. The compression chambers and. Yeah, you got to be certified diver and all that jazz, and really know your stuff, because I mean they go down pretty deep too.
I remember when I was little, when I was in the Boy Scouts, we had like our Boy Scout leader. He did that, and he like retired like pretty early, and he was balling out. He's just living the cushy life, but nah, not for me.
Not for you. All right, let's talk about so you're living your life. The grind's starting to become fairly, I would say, tedious, right? So you're a single man. You've been single for a lot of years up until you met your wife. Is that right? Or you dated a few girls, didn't like it, and all that jazz, as we do, trying to find our way, right? Yeah. What something brought you to the MMA world, wanting to learn how to fight, wanted to test your capabilities, right?
Yeah. Tell
me about just the process of coming to that point right there, and where did you start first, or what was your first influence in doing that?
So I started off like I moved to Cedar, and then I was like, man, I probably need to make some friends or something. So I started going lifting weights at the gym, and then I was like, I got bored of it because I was like, well, I'm not like working towards anything. All I'm doing is just like, like I look good, but like I was like, I feel like I need something to work towards. So I just looked up online. I was like MMA gyms, and then I found Empire MMA. Went and gave him a try, and it was like probably like a week before COVID hit. So like I went and tried it out. I'm like, oh, that was pretty fun. And then COVID hit, and then like everything shut down, and so then I just waited till COVID ended, and then just kept going, and I liked it. It was fun. Like I would always get like beat up, get tapped out and stuff, and for some reason I just kept going. I'm like, I just feel like I need to keep going. And then I started getting a little bit better, and like like I wasn't getting submitted as much, and then yeah, and then I enjoyed the process, just the grind.
Did you have anyone you were looking up to at that stage though that was sort of influencing you to be there, or was it just you on your own accord?
It was just on my own accord. I was just like, I just kind of wanted. Not gonna lie, I was like, man, I need some like to do so chicks can dig me, you know. You know,
To be a
every
provider.
every young guy thinks like that, you know, like, oh, I want chicks to dig me, you know, I want them to think I'm cool. So, and then it went from that to like meeting my wife there and getting married, and just the purpose just changed from like that to like, you know, like I need to be like disciplined and, you know, be a good man to my wife and my baby. And I feel like MMA does that, you know, like brings that out on you. So
Yeah, there's something about it that especially what I've noticed with my kids, like if you take a week off, it's like you're a week behind.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
even my kids have said that. It's like they're a week better than me now, Dad.
Yeah, it really is. Like,
yeah.
like going through like a fight camp, like that's like what's in your mind is like, is my opponent like, I wonder what my opponent's doing right now, and then like I wonder if he's like, you know, if he's getting work in right now, like he's like, I wonder like
How can you have a better
yeah
edge?
like I bet my opponent's not like running right now, or I bet my opponent doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta, you know, you just have that little.
Dig deeper. Let's talk about camps in a second. I want to talk a little bit about you meeting your wife. Like how was that? Like I almost should bring you in. Actually, she's sitting right beside him. We should bring her in. What do you think? What's your wife's name?
Liliana.
Lily Anna.
Yeah, we're Lily. It
Yeah.
don't matter.
Yeah, you know, well, let's jump you in. Let's just bring you in. You're gonna. I know you've got a lot to say about what he's approaching right now and what he's going through. Let me fix that camera.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, Lily, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah, you can just call me Lily. It's perfect.
Lily's what you go by?
Yeah. Yep.
Great. How when you first met this guy, when he first met you, where was the sparks flying at first? Was it more him on you or you on him, or a bit of both?
I don't know.
What was it? What did you admire about each other?
It was just I don't know. We just like finish class and then we'd both just be really hungry, and then
Just hanging out.
Yeah, we'd be like, you want to go get some food? Like, yeah. And then we just go get some Mexican food or some El Jefes or something. And so
Yeah.
yeah, we just kind of started out like that, just hanging out, talking crap to each other. She'd like talk crap to me while we would be rolling and stuff, and
I
you
like
know,
that.
But yeah.
And how long have you been fighting for? How long have you been practicing for? Sorry.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I started probably right after COVID. So like probably, I don't even know, like end of 2021 kind of. So, and I went strong for like 3.5 years. And I was actually training to do a kickboxing match, but the fight was actually going to be like a week before our wedding. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be all beat up. And so I kind of was going to like put it on hold for a minute after our wedding. And then shortly thereafter I got pregnant. So I was like, well, we're just going to kind of put this on pause for a minute. But it was really for quite like 3-4 years and I loved it. I loved it so much. I miss it, but it's like, it's just a stage of life. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, like I'm focusing on being a mom and building some other things at the moment. And then when the time's right, we'll get back into it. But yeah, so it's cool though. I'm happy to support Fern while he gets to do it still, you know, so it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Let's talk about support, right? Support's huge, man. When you're walking by yourself, life gets kind of lonely. You know what I mean? It's not having the support structure, especially not even knowing what it's like. I mean, the support structure you probably knew before was your parents, right?
Yeah.
Then coming into meeting a person and, like you say, you're talking all sorts of smack on each other, because that's what it's like rolling. You know, when you're on the mats and you're sort of giving all you can. Especially, did you hold your own against him?
Oh yeah.
I love that.
She thinks she does. Yeah.
I put him in a cradle. I think that was when the first day he was like, oh, this is the one for me.
Nice.
I let her do that.
No,
by
he
the way.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No, it's a good thing. But then you know, you guys fall in love and all that sort of jazz, get married, and now she's in your corner, right? There's nothing better than when you have a woman right there that's like I say, I mentioned before, I have a saying, behind every great man is an even better woman pushing. You know what I mean? And that's legit. That's legit about what goes on in a decent, good marriage. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Yeah, like it's just like, you know, coming home from practice all night and then like just coming home to good, healthy, like rice and chicken. You know, like it's like
cutting weight.
Yeah.
Cutting weight, building protein. Yeah, you have your proteins to keep your energy up.
And especially like a wife that like knows the game, like the sport to it, like, you know, like she knows like what has to be done, like, you know.
She knows how to support.
Yeah.
No, it's great. You're a chef too, right?
Yeah. Yep. In my previous life before.
In your previous life?
Yeah,
so
you're
trained and you understand food, you understand nutrients?
Yeah.
Which is even better for you. How many fight camps have you gone through?
This will be my third one.
Your third one. How many fight camps have you gone through with her beside you?
This is my first one.
First one?
Yeah.
Ah, so you're all dialed up. Are you like on him, like white on rice?
Like you need to be... You need to be training, you need to be eating, so
yeah,
trying to help where I can.
Right.
But,
I mean, for you don't seem like you have to maintain too much weight, right?
No, it's not that much, I guess.
No,
yeah.
you would hover more around your same weight all the time. You don't fluctuate with weight. Like someone like me, I would fluctuate with weight, especially if I wanted to get down to a fighting weight and keep it there. I would have to really be disciplined, like a lot. You seem like you could eat all sorts of stuff and stay relative to who you are.
It depends on what it is. If it's like a bunch of cheesecake, then yeah, I'll probably, yeah.
You eat a lot of cheesecake?
I love cheesecake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, cheesecake's good, right? Good for the soul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So going through your first two fight camps, approaching it, at what point do you go into a fight camp? How far out are you from a fight? Tell me about that, like the process going through. Let's talk through your first one, your second one, and now your third one. Let's talk like that if you don't mind.
So my first one, it was for an MMA fight, which I was like super disciplined. I worked hard, and it's just like, it was like that thing where like I'm gonna outwork my opponent type of thing. And it was a really good fight camp, long fight camp. I think Coach Steve was like, if you want to do a fight, you gotta do at least a 3-month fight camp. I was like, okay, you know, you're like young and ignorant, you know. I was like, okay, cool. Did it, won my fight, everything went good. And then I did my second fight camp, and then it's just like, you know, you get that little ego, you know, like, yeah, you know, I won my fight, like I don't have to work as hard. And then I was super undisciplined, show up to class like 3-4 days, you know, like didn't do my running, didn't eat as good as I should have, and like it showed in the fight. Like first round I was like so like like just, you know, out of breath and
huffing and puffing, huh? Were you around him at this stage? Like, were you watching him go through both camps?
Yeah. So we were kind of like dating. We were like,
okay,
you know, like we were not quite, but we were around each other quite a bit, but not so much your first one, but the second one a little bit more. But yeah, it's definitely to see the difference, and I would have to say, like, the mental shift too, because like with your first fight it was a lot of like the discipline and the training and like the hard work. It was like, oh yeah, but that also does something to your mind too, because you know the work that you put into it. But then with like his second fight too, it was like you could tell, because, and to be honest, I feel like you could have won the second fight if your mind was right, because it was a really good matchup. But his mind was not right, because he knew like himself. He's like, oh, I wasn't putting in the work I should have done, you know. And so he was down on himself a lot the second fight, like mentally. Like,
wow,
what you tell yourself is like that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like my coach Josiah, like he's like you went in there not wanting to lose instead of wanting to win.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. When he said that, my mind was like
It seems like you're focused on that a lot more. We talked about this before. Shout out to Josiah too. That guy is amazing, dude. He's in great condition, and he's a beast. He is a beast. He's good. He's such a good dude. We had him on not long back. People probably seen that episode. If not, go check it out. You will really like it. It's fun to see how bold he is, but at the same token, it's not like he's just saying crazy stuff. He's actually doing it. You know, he's walking the path, and he's got a great support structure around him too. He's got an awesome little family. His wife fights as well. You know what I mean? Like not professionally, but I mean she trains as well, so she understands what he needs. It's kind of like what you guys are going through right now. Your first fight camp. So Steve was in your corner in that one. So he was guiding you. Is that right?
Yeah. So I had Steve and Josiah in my corner for my first camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now this is what we touched on. We were supposed to do this episode a few days back, but it never ended up happening. You mentioned at the time, like, you were really fully focused. You didn't know what to expect, so you were right in there.
Yeah.
It sounds like being 3 months out from a fight, it sounds excessive to be in a fight camp, but maybe it's what's needed. I don't know too much about going into it. I've never done it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not there. But and I'm sure many haven't actually. But is that a standard time frame?
Which is a camp usually like 2 months?
Yeah,
I feel like it's usually 2 months.
Okay, rock on. So you had an extra month getting condition and stuff like that. So I'm sure you coming to like the last month out, you're probably like super mega fit, super breathing easy, going through things, and probably at that stage probably felt a little repetitive or something, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you had Josiah in your corner. Steve's there as well. He's the owner of Empire. Shout out to Steve. You know what he's building there is so cool. My kids are loving it. I'm really enjoying this journey, what they're going on, and I'm looking forward to myself in the future. Once I get some things fixed up in my body, I want to do it as well. You know, like I'm all about it. So yeah, Steve's doing great work. Josiah's a main pull there for a lot of people, I'm sure. Seeing that guy, just even the way he trains, the way he is with people, he's a fun guy. You know, he brings the enthusiasm to it. He has a standard, and he's very, very disciplined. You know, I even see him in the daytime because I work right beside that place. I see him in the daytime show up, and he's just training. You know what I mean? And no one else is there, and he's training hard. So it's good to see. So he put that onto you. When you hit the second camp going into your second fight, what happened there? What changed for you? You were slack, you were taking days off, and they showing three days out of the 5 or whatever?
Yeah, I think it was just like, you know, you have the confidence from like getting your first win in MMA, and you just like feel like, you know, like, oh, you know, I don't need to work as hard. I already know what I'm doing type of thing. Like, and then like I think it was like the month of the fight, that's when I started. I was like, oh man, like I haven't been working hard, you know, like I've been slacking off, and my cardio is not that good, and I'm like oh shoot. And then like you try to make up for it, but then like there's not enough time to make up for it, so then you're like, oh man, you just go in there with no confidence. So yeah.
Were you seeing this at the time, Lily? Were you acknowledging what he was going through? Were you like, hey man, you better snap out of this?
No.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know, cause like I remember like seeing it. Like I don't know if like we didn't know each other.
Bring that mic a bit closer to you guys.
Oh, sorry about that. No, for sure. Yeah, we didn't know each other super well. Like we knew each other, but not like, you know how like mentally, like a more deeper mental connection. You know what I mean? When you see someone and you can like, oh, I know what's going on in their brain right now. We didn't really have that yet. So like I kind of knew, but at the same time, I don't really know if I was paying much attention about it. You know, like, I could tell a little bit, but I don't know if it was really like,
awareness.
Yeah, exactly.
You were extremely young. I mean, you're 24, is that right?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so at the time, when was
like
it?
22.
22?
Yeah,
so you're still
22,
learning. You're probably new to the whole fight thing, right?
Yeah, I was still just kind of like, I was just happy to be here. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, honest.
But, so, yeah.
So that's interesting, man. That's probably one of the biggest lessons you're ever going to do about going into a fight, right?
Oh, it was a big lesson I learned.
Tell me about that. Where were you when it happened? Like you mentioned Josiah got in your ear about it. You were too focused on losing versus winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, mindset is everything.
It's a, like, people don't think it's a big thing, but like it's a huge thing. I think like with any sport, you know, like you just gotta be confident and just know, I guess, you know. Like when Josiah said you went in there to not lose instead of going in there to win, I was like, you're completely right. Like, I was like, dang. And then that's when I was like, I need to start working like on my mindset. And then I was like, I just need to like level up my discipline, and you know. And then for like this fight camp, I like deleted Instagram and like deleted Facebook for a while. I'm like, I just need to like lock in, you know. So that's what I've been doing, reading a lot of books, you know. Instead of watching TV, I try to like read books and stuff like that.
What books are you reading? Like, and what is that doing? We'll talk a little bit more about it, but what sort of books is sort of getting your mind framed into it?
So one that I really liked was the Tim Grover one. What is it called? Shoot, what's the book called?
How does it move you?
It just talks about like, cause I guess he was like a trainer for like Kobe Bryant, and talking about how like you just have to, just to have the mentality of like a super athlete like that, like.
To be on it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy called Grant Cardone. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
So Grant Cardone's got a book, Be Obsessed or Be Average.
Mm-hmm.
And he delves into like his story of what made him be so fiery towards it. I sort of, when I left Hollywood with my tail between my legs, broke as a joke, I wanted a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like I lived on one of my wife's friends' couches, basically in a basement, and it was hard. You know, like my wife was in Blanding, I was up in Salt Lake City, and I would just listen. I had it as an audio book, and I would listen to that book, and I would read it along as I was doing it. I got really obsessed with just reading it over and over and over and over again. You know, but it changed. It done so much for me, and shout out to Grant Cardone, because I tell you what, man, like that guy, he just there's no excuses with that guy. You know, he'll tell you everything that you're doing wrong, and get to the problem, right to the bottom of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that thing now, like I read it so many times, it ingrained into me, and I don't know if everything was fully activated. I know there's certain things that activated straight after my wife died. You know, straight after my wife died, a lot of people turned their backs towards me, because when people go through grieving, they don't know how to be around you or whatever the case, and then you lose all these friends and you don't know what's going on. And, you know, and from that point there, my instinct was just to start cutting people out of my life. You know, and I probably was a little aggressive doing it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm still very aggressive doing it. But if I find that you're not in my corner, you're not my friend.
Yeah.
You know, you're either with me or you're against me. And there's a lot of people in this school, man, that are like that too. You know, like they look at me, because I'm an oddball for what I'm doing. I'm surrounded by a bunch of young guys, you know what I mean? And they're all doing their thing. And I've come in with all this life practice behind me, and they look at me with judgment, and it's like, oh, see you later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel that,
Yeah. Do you do things like that? Like my mindset's fully like, I want to take this as large as I can, and I want to help as many people as possible. And it's something that's becomes obsessive in my mind every day. You know, I don't look at it like I want to get you on here because you're going to get me views. I don't care about views. I care about your story, right?
Yeah.
I think you got a great story behind you. You know, you're doing hard things right now that people, they don't understand, man. You go into a fight camp, you know, hit or be hit. What are you going to do? You know?
Yeah.
So coming into your third fight camp now, how does that, what's that intensity of that fire burning inside you? Are you like fully like, I'm never doing number 2. We're going, third camp's going to be like number 1.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I listen to like a lot of Joe Rogan, you know.
He's fun, huh?
Yeah, he's fun to listen to, but like
he's good inspiration.
Yeah, he was saying, he's like, if you're going to fight, you got to be all in, because there's guys out there that are all in, and if you go in like half foot in, half foot out, you're gonna get messed up.
Yeah.
You're gonna, you know. So
Even Joe Rogan talks about not wanting to go up against half the fighters that are in the UFC. I mean, and Joe Rogan's an awesome fighter. You see him kick bags and things like that. Like he's a heavy hitter, but even he says that's not for him. You know, so to be able to step up and say I'm going to do a fight, man, I can't even fathom that in my mind. It's like me saying I'm going to go ride a bull.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like that's crazy. But you're challenging yourself into an area that people don't do this, man. You know, I mean, you're 27 years old. Most people at 27 are looking for some cake, looking for some cheesecake. You know what I mean? What show we watching tonight? But you guys, what? It's 6:30. You're at the gym. I've seen you. I leave with my kids to go home and cook food for them, and I see you guys getting there. You got your bags. You got you specifically. You got this game face on, man. Like you don't joke around like we joke around now. It's like I say, hey, how you doing? You're like, hey, man, what's going on? You're like, go on in.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm pretty like socially awkward, so it's.
Yeah.
I feel like my excuse to being socially awkward is like, oh, you know, I'm just. You know, getting zoned in, but I'm just kind of weird. I'm an oddball myself. So.
I don't know, man. I think most of the people are very similar to you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an extrovert for sure. When it comes to this sort of stuff, you know, most people won't even... I mean, I'm surprised that you're sitting in that seat, but you wanted to get your story out there, which is fantastic. You know, and I commend that. There's other people that won't sit in that seat. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's a good thing, though, because there's people out there, you know, if you're shy and you're bashful about doing stuff, you know what I mean? It's sometimes you just got to put your name out. You got to stake your claim. You know, I love it when people stake their claim because it really shows me that's what they really want. Most people don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be cool if I had it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You know? So good for you. So you're going into the third camp now. You got Josiah in your corner. Is he pushing you pretty good?
Yeah, having him around is like, oh, like he's right there. You know, I better make sure I'm working hard. You know.
Oh man, his demeanor is fun, right?
Yeah,
He wraps up these messages, and you got to be in the room with him. It's really fun to experience. My kids got the mess with the bull. You get the horns. They were all in the group on Friday, and they're trained. And this just happened yesterday. And what they say, my kid said, oh, he cut practice early. And I was like, why is that? He goes, because these other kids were mucking around. I said, what is that? And he goes, he said, I'm not training you guys. You're going to be mucking around like this. Yeah. He cut it early, and my kids come home. They were hurt. Yeah, they were upset, and they were bothered by it. And I thought, wow, you know. Dude. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for doing that because when people muck around, what's the purpose of putting your energy into it, you know?
Yeah, Josiah don't play around. He
doesn't play around, and he wraps everything up in little messages. He might say something like a little saying in your ear, and you walk away and you're like, did he just say that? Like it triggers something else in your brain. It's like, yeah, I am slacking off. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do you find that? I love that, man.
It's like he'll tell you if like you'll be like, you suck, like, yeah, he'll let you know, like, and it's just like it's a tough love type of thing. Like
he wraps it up in goodness, though. I will say that he won't just come out and slap you with it.
Yeah,
but he'll say, you know, hey, you could work a bit harder. You know, I see you getting soft.
Yeah,
you know, yeah. What are you here for? You here to train or what? Yeah. No, it's good.
It's tough love, you know.
You know, I want to get him in after what date is your fight and where's it at? Let's talk about that for a second.
It's on September 20th.
Okay.
In Salt Lake City.
So it's coming.
Yeah, a couple of weeks away. So.
Yeah. And shout out to Eddie. Where is it at? It's in Salt Lake. Where can people get tickets and stuff for it?
Fierce Fighting.
Fierce Fighting.
It's going to be at the Masonic Temple. Yeah, so it'll be pretty sweet.
Yeah. So that'll be, I don't know what date that is. It on a Friday or a Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday night. Saturday night fights. There you go. Everyone go out there. Shout out to Fear. That'd be awesome. Yeah, support the local here, huh? It's good. It's always good to get out of Cedar City. It's like 3.5 hours north. We go up there and we go have some fun. It'd be good to see you fight. And this is going to be your debut kickboxing fight, right?
Yeah.
How's that been? Because you've trained in many disciplines with fighting. What are you doing now that perfects you into kickboxing?
Just working on my striking more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no wrestling for you.
I still practice it because I just like the grind of it. I love the jiu-jitsu. I love it all. So I'm still practicing all of it.
It's good cardio too.
Good cardio, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure of it. You start throwing legs around, man. You're gonna feel it pretty quickly. I'm an asthmatic, so I'd be gassed. You know what I mean? But it's fun, right?
It's fun. I want to see where my striking's at. You know, see what I need to work on. That's kind of why I did kickboxing.
Yeah. Is anyone specifically training you in that realm for that? Like, is who's training you? Is it Josiah?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Josiah is the
main drive?
main coach there. So, and then I like it because like on some certain classes, like for like MMA, he'll be like, oh, today we're gonna work some striking to get me and Nathan ready for our fights. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Nathan fighting the same discipline? What's he doing?
I think he's doing a Muay Thai fight.
A Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nathan, man.
Yeah.
That's some hard hits.
That's brutal.
Those guys are brutal, man, and they're fast too.
They just stand in the pocket and just beat each other up.
Yeah, they just take it and give it and take it and give it and take it and give it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. Especially when you go over there and do it, hey, in Thailand, watch them fight over there. Just blood coming out of shins and they just keep going for it.
And those like Thailand people have like 20 fights a year. I'm like, dang, okay.
20 fights a year.
Oh, I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
they do a lot of fighting.
No,
it's just in their culture, I guess.
They're conditioned, man. They're so conditioned. It's like I remember watching back in the day, was it Van Damme do it? Have you ever seen Van Damme movies back in the day?
I don't know.
Oh, you should watch them, man. They're interesting. I mean, he talks about, he shows you him doing like a Muay Thai style fighting and stuff, and he's just kicking this like, I think it's a palm tree.
Oh, yeah,
with
I've
his
seen those
shin.
videos.
Yeah, just straight up just to build strength. Ouch.
Yeah.
That does not sound like fun. At least with you, there's a gap between kickboxing where you're probably not as brutal, I suppose.
Yeah, no elbows for me.
No elbows. Whew, they're a knockout deal.
No, thank you.
Yeah, good night. So where are you going to take this, do you think? Like, is this a passion thing? Can you see yourself in the big lights and going for it, or?
Yeah, got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Want to take it as far as, my body will let me.
Yeah. Do you think you could step up like that? Because it's a lot, man. It's a lot to get your mindset right.
Yeah, got a lot of work to do with my mind, my mindset. you know. I feel like the athleticism is there, but I still got a lot of learning to do. But I want to take it as far as I can, whether it's kickboxing, MMA, or jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Lately, we've been having a lot of like older guys there. And I'm like, man, I just want to be one of those guys that they're just like old guys, but
and they're
just
big too,
yeah, they're jacked.
Yeah, and they can work. I've seen them over at MGA when MGA was going. And there's some guys, there's a few police guys, and they're just big. Yeah, super nice, awesome to talk with.
Yeah,
very gracious. But you get them on the mat, and you're like, ouch.
Yeah, like
turn you into a pretzel.
There's this one guy there. I think his name's Clint.
Yeah.
Big old jack dude, tatted up, looks tough, mean. And then like I roll with them, and then I'm just like, I just feel like a little kid, getting
pretzeled.
Yeah. But he's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
Like shows me a lot, lets me get get work, doesn't just beat me up,
Yeah, he's letting you work on him too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he appreciates trying to get out of stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the muscle plays, man. Those guys can, when they got the technology behind them in their mind and their mindset's right with that muscle, I'm sure it's hard to get through. Especially you being so small too.
Yeah.
Like, what do you weigh?
Right now I'm sitting at like 155.
155. You're a little guy. You must have like ripped abs, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty shredded.
Yeah. There you go, shredded. I like that. You must like that, right, Lily?
Oh yeah.
How do you feel, Lily, about this fight coming up? Does that worry you a little bit, or you all in?
I'm all in. I never really feel it until like we're there in the place, and then I get like a little like jitteries and butterflies. But it's just like exciting, you know, like, and it's a good thing, like the butterflies and like the anxiety. It's like, that's how you know you care, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's like a good thing to have. If I didn't have that, I'd be worried. But
You know, I get it every time before I go on here. You guys probably notice, like, we were joking around in the studios. I'm setting all this up, and then as it comes serious, I sort of get petrified. You know what I mean? Like they're
yeah,
and,
no, I
and
get
it's
it.
not that I just, you know, we're about to go, and it's going to be a show, but now we're into it. It feels good, right?
Yeah, it feels like you just get in the flow state. You
Yeah.
know, you're like, okay.
State of flow. I love that.
Still jittery, but you're just in the flow.
Yeah. It's good because you got a great story, man. You know, you're approaching something that's extremely tough. You're a couple of weeks out now. That's got to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah. I feel like it gets like the nerves hit me when it's like weigh-ins, and then you just like do the face-off and stuff, and it's like you're in a chilly, cold room, and then you have to like, you know, do the face-off, and then you're like,
Ready to go.
yeah, you're just jittery.
What's your opponent like? Because this is your debut kickboxing. Tell us about him. What's his name? Do you know?
I think his last name's Mendez.
Mendez?
I think so.
Okay.
Shoot, I don't know. Sorry if I get that wrong. You know.
Oh.
But, I don't know much about him. He's a debut. I'm a debut in kickboxing. I know he's missing an arm. So
half his forearm's gone?
Yeah, I think, yeah. So
Wow. He's going to try even harder.
oh yeah, I remember like when I accepted a fight, Lily was like, imagine how hard he's working, like,
Yeah.
you know.
He'll be working twice as hard, man. Especially if you're going in there with one arm.
Yeah.
That's got to be scary.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah.
good though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Good for both you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna give the shakeout. It's a debut for him too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Do you know what discipline he usually fights? Have you seen any of his fights? Has he fought before?
I don't know if he's fought before. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just gonna.
Just focus.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting too, especially you guys going into a fight like that. You're both coming into kickboxing. I'm sure he has more MMA just like yourself of what he does.
Probably trained
So you
also.
guys have a very strict genre of what you're fighting in.
Mhm.
And yeah, it'd be good for both of you guys to get it out and go.
Yeah.
Certain rules in place, you know what I mean? You can't do certain things. No grabbing and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Only pounding. You can throw knees, right?
I think to the body.
Yeah, knees to the body, short like armpit down or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a powerful move right there. I got into a fight once years ago when I was a kid, and I discovered how a knee can work. Man, I think I just threw like 100 knees at this kid because he's just beat me up. So I got him back. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Knees and elbows is pretty brutal. Yeah.
Elbows are they're a knockout, especially they hit really hard, and you don't feel much in your elbows when you hit people too, right? Yeah. Man, this is gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
How is life for you guys? Lily, looking at this guy shaping up for fights and things like that. Is he looking good? Like, you think his mind's right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it
And
interesting?
It is interesting because I get to see it more, especially now that we're married and we live with each other, obviously. But I was even just thinking because a couple days ago, I'll just hold pads and like hit back and forth like every once in a while, just like ourselves on our own time at the gym, and it's good for me because I like still want to get the work. But I haven't been doing it really consistently at all, just because life and mom, baby. But like we did it like 3-minute rounds, I think.
Yeah.
I was gassed. I was like, man, like I forgot how like you lose your cardio like that. Is so bad. But then I was holding for him, and like at the end of it, he was just like. He's like, well, whatever. I guess I got to go to my 6:30 class now. I was like, okay. But so it's like, I was literally just thinking that's like, wow, like you can tell, you know what I mean? Like little things like that. It's like success leaves clues. You know what I mean? It's like those little things where it's like, okay, you're on the right track, and your mental state. I know, like I see it, the reading and like the eating right. And it's just like, okay, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I can't like overstate it again, but it's just like when you do the right things, you can tell. Like, so like it's fun to see it, and just fun to see like the difference between like the last time and this time too. That's fun to be
Yeah.
a part of.
It's fun to see you guys as a group. Last time when we met, you had your baby with you. What's your baby's name?
Elsie.
Elsie.
Shout out to Elsie.
She's funny, man. She will look at you with a scowl, like, sussing you out. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah.
cool. She's very beautiful. But seeing you as a dad, like, there's such a softer side to you, and you can tell you support your family strongly.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. I bet your parents are proud of that.
Yeah,
yeah.
they let me know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's because you're now what you've been shown. Now you're showing them.
Mhm.
You know, it's oh man, it's so different to where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally cutting the path for my kids to show love to their kids, and oh man, sometimes I feel like I miss the mark by a mile. You know. Where you're ingrained with this loving side, supporting.
Yeah.
You know, you were nonstop holding your girl. You know, and she was all about dad. You know.
Yes. Only when she feels like it. You know.
No, she loves her dad.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
every time he comes home from work, she's like, she's so happy.
Yeah.
Like,
do you work, or are you always at home? You work from home, right?
yeah, yep, I work from home.
Yeah,
so
you do insurance stuff, huh?
yeah, yep, financial planning, financial coach, and
Right.
save people money, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
hit up
Yeah.
Willie if you need some
Yeah,
financial
yeah. Where
help.
can people
Shout
find
out.
you?
Yeah, so I don't know, like my phone number. I feel like if you know me, if you can find me on Instagram.
What's your
It's-
handle on Instagram?
It's Liliana Perez 09.
Yep.
You can hit me up on Instagram and
Yeah, and you can hook things up from all different types of insurance for your house, for all that too, right?
Oh yeah, we're really good, really competitive at saving people money on their auto and home insurance. It's free. It's like a quick phone call just to see where your rates are sitting. So it's a great way just to see where you're at. We do income protection, which is life insurance. People hear that word and they're like, but it's just income protection. That's all it is. And yeah, just investments, debt stacking plans, budgeting, just the whole.
And you're having
the whole
great
thing.
success with that too, aren't you?
Yeah, starting to build a lot more. I love it. It's so fun. It's so fulfilling because it's like not to get off topic. Sorry.
No, you good. Yeah, this is fine.
But-
I hope it helps you guys.
Yeah, no, this is great because like I was. My thing was culinary. Growing up, my parents are like, oh, like high school. I was like, I don't even need to take the whatever high school like test you need to take to like get into college.
The
Like,
SAT,
yeah,
whatever.
I don't even know the name. I was like, I'm gonna go to culinary, and I did, and I loved it, and I taught there for a while, and I loved it, and then dreams change. You know what I mean? Like, got married, had a baby, and now it's like, oh, my dream is to be with Elsie and to stay home and be a mom. She's comes first always, you know what I mean? And so, and yeah, and this was like, it just honestly just fell into our lap. You know, like some things you just fall into it and you're like, oh, this is perfect. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like, it kind of found us in a way. So
Yeah. The
Huge
reason why I
blessing.
even bring it up is because when we were sitting out here before and you were telling me about it, like there's a lot of passion there for you.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and I think I heard come out of your mouth and how many times come out of your mouth of helping people with this, saving the money here, saving the money there, you know, and,
Yeah.
and I thought, wow, I never really looked at insurance. Like you sort of look at it with a tainted,
Oh yeah, it has
you know,
such a bad rep.
disgust, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're saving people money, I mean, it just goes to show right now, we're in that place right now where a lot of people, they're paying so much for their car insurance just on that alone. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
if
gosh,
you
yeah.
can bring that stuff down, that's amazing.
Yeah, and like a little story, my friend's cousin, we did a quote for her. We were able to save her $170 a month on her auto insurance. I was like,
Is that one car?
yeah, one car. I know. I was like,
That's ridiculous.
I know. I was like, how is that insurance
bonkers.
company getting away with charging you that
And
much?
how
I
old was
like,
she?
How old is she?
I mean, what, early
24?
20s? 24? So
she's
it's early
25?
20s?
I think she's late 20s.
Oh, okay.
I think she's
Oh,
or
yeah,
30.
27. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
love it
so-
when passion's there. It definitely helps people, you know. I think that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being like, you know, the main provider, you just look for ways to budget, I guess, you know.
Mm.
You know,
So you're the main provider, but who's putting your money to work? Who?
my
There you
my
go.
better half right here. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you put your money where your mouth is, and
Yeah.
you really do step up and do life planning for yourselves too,
Yeah.
and that's looking pretty good.
Yeah, especially nowadays, like it's just, you know, you just try your best to see where I can save a buck here and there. You know, it's crazy out here.
It's tricky, man.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
And you like people don't realize it, but like just doing like a quick like home and auto check, you know, insurance, be surprised how much you could save.
Yeah. So that's on Instagram. That's Lily Ann Perez.
Yeah, Lily
09.
Anna Perez.
Oh, Anna,
So,
sorry.
yeah, LILLYANNA Perez 09.
Anna Perez
So, yep.
09.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, reach out there.
Yeah.
You might get a cheaper deal. Who knows? I like that.
No.
Is there anything you would like to touch on that we haven't touched on? Like maybe what do you do to kick back? What do you do to relax? What do you do for your fun time? What is your fun time? Yeah, is it a Sunday with the family? What is it?
Like, I have no fun time.
Yeah, there's no such thing as fun time.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm such an old soul. Like, I'll watch Cops on YouTube. I love it.
It's funny.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. And let's see, like last night we were watching WWE, which is pretty funny too. So,
Oh man, that's
yeah.
Especially if you watched this when the Mexicans get into the wrestling stuff.
Yeah,
they
the
are
luchadores.
they are fun. They are so funny.
Yeah.
And I'm not like at
Awesome.
first I was like that's so silly, but then you watch those guys, they just put comedy into it, and it's even better. Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch. I have a good. Do you have anything to add to that? Not really.
Yeah.
No.
You think we covered all bases? What about you, Lily? What do you think?
I like fighting wise, I think we did a pretty
What about life wise?
life wise.
Yeah,
Just a couple people growing together, I feel.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh,
And you guys have been together for how long now?
It'll be 2
2
years.
Oh, 2 years tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday. So
Happy anniversary!
Yeah.
thank you.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And you guys are an
Yeah.
LDS family, so you work to the letter of the church,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
yeah. Yep.
So there's heaven in your home. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
love it so much.
Yeah, like at first getting married, I was like, you know, not very religious, but
He
I
did
feel
it
like,
for
You're a
me.
convert.
well, not necessarily a convert. I was baptized when I was like 10 years old.
In the LDS
Yeah,
church?
and went to Boy Scouts, did all that stuff. It was fun. Then, you know, you turn into a young punk and, you know, I like strayed away from it for like a few years till I met Lily. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the difference from when you were straying to coming back into meeting? So I mean, I'm a convert to the church, so I understand that aspect. But you were there, and then you left, and then you came back. How was that for you? And did your mum and dad still go to church?
My mom and dad don't really go to church. My mom is a Catholic and
Religious.
my dad's just kind of out there vibing.
I love it.
He's so
Shout out to
funny.
dad.
Yeah, shout out to dad.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been like a night difference, like probably like 17 to 22. I just wasn't hanging out with the right crowd, you know, I was going down a really rough path. It was like it was not a very good situation. Yeah, hanging out with a bunch of losers,
Making wrong decisions and then feeling the pain afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you noticed with the difference from when you first met him to when you guys got married and where he's at now?
Yeah, I feel like there's a pretty big difference. Like, when we first met, to be honest, I thought he was cute, but I was like, I don't know, because like I just didn't know like if it could really go anywhere. Like, not to sound like rude, but it's just kind of like we kind of have different.
She had standards.
Yeah, to put it.
Dude, you passed through those standards. Though.
Yeah, I got
She shaped
lucky.
you up pretty good.
I got
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah, very lucky. I feel the same way about my wife too, my late wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's the driving force behind it. You know what I mean? It's you've seen the good in her and probably influenced you to want to have that, right?
Yeah, I was just you know, at first I was like, you know, I'll date her, you know.
Like, I guess. I don't know.
guess. Like, I like spending time with her. She's fun, you know. she has standards. And then I think it like really hit when I met her family. And then it was like, oh, this is serious. Like, you know, like I should take this serious.
Yeah.
So I think it was like, yeah, meeting her family.
Isn't that scary?
Yeah.
That's the scariest place to be. Because I remember when I met my wife's family, I went down for one of the first Christmases with her. And she's like, why don't you come down? Because I had a like 4 days off from work. And I was like, sure. But I didn't know what I was saying sure to at the time.
You're like, why not?
Because you show up and then I'm sleeping in this little room and you know my girlfriend's up there and I'm with her whole family and they're all LDS and I'm like, man, I hope I don't say something wrong here.
Yeah.
You know, I said a lot of things wrong. Yeah, that's scary, huh?
Yeah, I was especially like meeting her dad, and I was like, oh man, like this is her, like his little girl, you know.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, no, it's like a huge respect thing. You don't want to take her heart. You don't want to trample it. You don't want to do what you've done 1,000 times before with other people or anything like that. You just want to be straight, you know, especially when you see the value in what they bring to the table.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You remind me of Strawberry Shortcake. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, the little cartoon
there you
girl.
go. Yeah.
I've
big
gotten
time.
that before, actually.
Yeah, you get the rosy cheeks and the rosy nose. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. Good for you, man. I congratulate for both of you. You know that's
thank you.
it's such a hard synergy to have, and you guys have definitely. It's not a marriage of convenience. Like there's love in that house. I can tell.
Yeah.
You know, and with your daughter as well. Like you guys wrapped up in a family. It's a good unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must feel that, right?
Yeah, I feel like we're just like two children just living together.
Yeah.
It honestly feels like that.
Discovering life all over again.
We just like. We're children at heart. Like it's so crazy.
Play and
Like we watch Nacho Libre. We'll watch it like 20 times.
It's
in
fun.
A row.
and it never gets old.
It never gets old.
Yeah. that's a
Like
good
Bench
one.
Warmers, Napoleon Dynamite. Like
Yeah.
Just silly movies like that.
Yeah. They're the great times, man. Don't let go of that, hey? You know?
Yeah.
It happened for me, and it's like, ugh, I miss it. I got all those movies that I look at them, I can't watch them because it's like it's all wrapped up in my wife, and she's not here anymore, you know? Get rid of that.
Sorry.
No, so am I.
that's
I am
hard.
too. I have a question for you both, and you can individually answer it. And I'll start with you first, right? What makes the difference? And it could be the first thing that comes to your mind. What do you think makes the difference?
Like
In life, in everything, whatever you do, whatever's going on, what makes the difference? I'm sure for you right now, it's probably something to do with fight camp or the focus you need to bring to that, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's just a whole nother level of like responsibility that like you just have in your mind, you know. You just, even though we're like children and we play all the time, like you still gotta take stuff serious, you know. Like when it's time to go to work, it's time to go to work, you know. But when it's time to play, just play hard, I guess, you know. And it's, you know, like be present with it. Like that's what I've learned, like especially through this fight camp is I have to go work from 7 to 5:30. Then I get home, shower. Then I have to like be present with my baby and my wife for like half an hour. Then I have to go practice for like 2.5 hours, you know, and then I come home, shower again, and then just eat dinner and then do it all over again. And then through that, I just learned to just be present, you know, like get off your phone. Like you don't need to be on your phone. Like what's on your phone, you know? Like my wife's right here, you know, my baby's right there. I need to, you know, focus on them, like the little bit of time I have. So that's kind of like what I've learned.
It's the little things, huh?
It really is.
Yeah. What about for you, Lily? What makes a difference?
You might be a little cheesy, but God. God makes the difference. Like having that foundation in my life like has made the difference for everything. Like recently, my grandma recently passed away, And it's time for her, you know what I mean? Like, she lived an awesome life. I loved her. She was amazing. But at the same time, it's hard, you know what I mean, when you lose a loved one. But like, for my family and like watching my mom, shout out to my mom, she's the best, I love her, and my dad too, he's amazing. But just like watching it and like going through it, and this is the first like death I've ever experienced, like, because I know I've had other family members pass away, but I never knew him, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't born yet, like, I'm the youngest in my family, so a lot of things happen I didn't experience. But this is the first time with like my grandma, and I knew her, I was close with her, and it was like, wow, like it's kind of sad, it's really emotional, but at the same time, I'm honestly just overwhelmed with peace, and I'm happy because I know where she's at, you know what I mean? And I have that foundation of like, she's with God and Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? Like, how can I not be happy for her? And like, that has made all the difference in just that one situation. And then in our marriage, I've noticed like, the closer we come together, like the closer we go to God, the closer we get together too, you know what I mean? Like, nothing can affect your life more than having the relationship with like your Heavenly Father. Like, not to be like too religious or anything, like, I know, but like, it's just like, that's just how it is, you know what I mean? Like, that's like how I feel, that's my testimony. Like, I cannot talk about it. Like, the biggest thing that makes a difference is having God in my life, and like being open and willing to like try to listen and be like, hey, like, this is what I'm wanting to do, but I know like your plan always wins. Like, help me to be like able to go where you need, you know what I mean, and do what you need, instead of just listening to my own thoughts and trying to do it my way, because heaven knows it's not easy to do it my way, but doing it God's way, that makes the difference. So,
you know, I'll add to that. I've pulled away from the church, right, and I have my reasons, but at the same token, man, like when I hit crossroads and I'm at a fork in the road, I'm always praying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a comfort that brings to that you just don't know. My prayers are a little bit different, and I add certain elements to my prayer, and I always throw my wife in there as well, you know. Yeah. But I think it's whether you believe or not, I think it matters in a way of, I feel like there's 1,000 little atoms in your body. And when you sit down to focus on a prayer, I feel like all those little atoms are like looking at you. You know what I mean? And they're like, what do you want? Yeah. You know what I mean? And so even if you don't have God in your life, I would challenge you, especially when you're trying to do tricky things in your world or anything, you know, whether you believe God or not, I promise you, your body listens. You know, it's like when you I feel sick. Oh man, you're doomed, you know, because sickness is coming.
And you'll be sick.
Yeah. And I tell my kids all the time, hey, maybe you might be sick, but how about you say, oh, I've got a bit of a cough, I might need some water, and I think I just need to relax a little bit to give my health back and give me a little rest. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'll be good tomorrow. You know, start thinking like that. But when you pray, and especially if there's something that you really, really want, pray for it, man. I promise you. Yeah, and you don't even have to pray to God. Just do a prayer like, hey, higher power up there, whatever you believe in, bring this to me. Because then, you're talking. There's something that happens there that'll bring to you, but your whole body says, oh, he really wants that. You know, so I feel like everything comes together.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then like, one thing is like, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I don't believe in religion, and I don't go to church because people are hypocritical, and you know, like, like people aren't perfect, but like the beautiful thing about like going to church is like you're going to this building over here for like, because you have Christ in mind, and like you should just think of it like that. Don't worry about like the other people, like, you know, hey, at least they're going because they have Christ in mind, you know. They're thinking about Christ.
I think the thing with that, I do a similar thing too. Is like on Sundays, like the thing I used to love about it was like a reset. It's like a checkpoint. Hey, you know, I'm here. And I know this week was kind of rough. I did a couple of bad things, you know what I mean? But you take that sacrament and the symbolism of that. I still do similar things in my world, you know, like I sit down with my boys and we collaborate, you know what I mean? How was the week? What was going on? And this is a good time for you to focus on what you could do better for next week, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that's what church is like for you guys, huh?
It's a nice little reset,
Yeah.
you know, come home from church and hang out and get laundry done, get ready for the week.
Yeah.
And like what you were saying, Lily, there's a piece involved when you're going through tricky things and you feel like you're all alone. Like we were in the church and we were in LA, and I'm going nearly every day. I had an audition, so I'd have to learn words real fast, real, you know, down pat, and I would, you know, it just felt like I was on this rabbit hole chase thing going, and it was super, super hard. But then you'd say a prayer, or you'd be like, you know what, I can do this, and you felt like you had backing behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think prayer goes a long way, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I like those views. I thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. You know, do you guys have fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
Yes. I appreciate your story. Yeah, I wish you well on this fight. When we got your fight's coming up on the 20th, and that's with what's the company? Is it
Fierce Fighting?
Fierce Fighting. Shout out to Fierce Fighting. I hope you guys throw a good show for us all to come and check out. And that's going to be up at the Masonic Temple, is it right?
Yeah.
And that up in Salt Lake City on the 20th. That's a Saturday night, guys. Anyone in Cedar City want to get out? That's a good weekend to get out and go check it out and support you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you do good, man. I hope you guys go in and learn a lot of lessons and get what you need.
Yep. Absolutely.
Get your mind right, buddy.
Yeah,
Get your mind right, Fernando. I like it.
It's been right.
Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. We will go to this.